Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rising Hawk Tarot. This video is for the Earth astrology sign of the deer. So, hello to my fellow deer out there. I am going to be doing a Celtic cross spread. I am using the Fairy Wicca Tarot for the initial spread. I will be clarifying with the 1909 Tarot. And at the very end of the reading, I will pull three main themes from the Moonology Oracle. So let's go ahead, and this is for the month of March. So let's go ahead and start the reading for my fellow deer out there. We start with our current general energy. And here we have the Two of Air. So the Two of Air, this can say that some of us deer could be stuck possibly in some black and white thinking, some this and that this or that thinking. The Two of Swords can represent having a choice to make, but only seeing, two options for the choice that needs to be made. But the Two of Swords also is my card of third place solutions, which again, as deer, we do tend to be very creative. We're pretty good at seeing a different solution. So again, I would say if there's anything going on going into the month of March, that again, there could be some black and white thinking on. Just remember that there is always a third place solution. Next, we go to our crossing energy, and this can be what helps us or hinders us. And here we have the Three of Tyne, or the Three of Wands. And this is kind of a card of, so this can be a card of your ship coming in, but it's also a card of being able to see the ship coming in. Now, again, on the traditional Two of Swords, there is a woman who is blindfolded. So for some of us who are facing a choice or a decision at this time, it is possible that we're only seeing it certain ways because we are not seeing the whole picture. We're not seeing everything. So I would definitely, seeing the bigger picture is definitely going to help us at this time. At time, but at this time. But again, we also have to, the Three of Tyne is also a card of getting out into the world. Really get out there. And like I said, take that blindfold off, see the whole picture, and again, come up with that third place solution. All right, let's clarify that Two of Air and the Three of Tyne. So with that, we have the Justice card. So again, whatever this third place solution is, it's going to be balanced and it's going to be fair. The Justice is a card of balance, fairness, honesty. So again, it is possible that there's something that's not being seen because the truth hasn't been spoken yet. We haven't seen the truth yet. But again, this Justice card does say that the truth is coming out. We're going to see things as they are, honestly as they are, and that third place solution is going to be honest and fair for everybody involved. All right, next we go to the area of our foundation. And here we have the Weaver Goddess. And the Weaver Goddess, this would represent the world in the original tarot. And so this is a card of, it's a card of wisdom, it's a card of completion, it's a card of achievement. So I really feel like in the area of our foundation, a lot of us are probably going to feel that, in this last cycle, we have gained a lot of wisdom. And, I feel like we're feeling complete. We're feeling like we have, completed things up to this point to the best of our abilities. But the world with an ending also comes a new beginning, and I think this is where this two of air could be coming in is which direction do we go into next? But let's clarify that Weaver goddess. So, with the Weaver goddess, we have the Ten of Wands. And again, the tens in the tarot also represent endings. And again, this is saying that this completion, this is us being able, like we've been able to lay our burdens down. And again, I think we're really sitting in the abundance of this. So, the Ten of Wands can be a card of carrying heavy burdens, but the story behind the Ten of Wands is that those wands that he is carrying are actually his harvest that he is bringing home with him. So again, I think that coming to this completion, coming to the end of this cycle, we are actually really feeling that abundance, again, even though it was heavy to carry for a long time, it again, we are now actually seeing the fruits of our labor and we're seeing the abundance and again, laying those burdens down. So I think we are in a really good place. The deer are in a really good place for their foundation at this time. Next, we go to the area of our minds. And here we have the Anir of Tyne. And Anir of Tyne, this would be the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is a card of following your passion. Again, back to that two of air, that choice that we are making. The I feel like what would be beneficial for a lot of the deer at this time would be to follow your passions. And again, I now with balance in mind, of course. So before I go any further with that, let's clarify that Anir of Tyne. So with the Anir of Tyne, yeah, we have the devil energy. And so the devil energy, this is about it's a card of conquering our inner demons and setting ourselves free from those inner demons. So, I feel like a lot of us have been maybe um, a little hesitant or fearful to show our true passion. You know what I mean? To tell people what it is that we are truly passionate about. And the temptation for us sometimes can be to hide what we are passionate about because we are possibly afraid of judgment from other people. But again, I would really highly recommend that you see the beauty in your passions. The deer are all about beauty, so I would definitely see the beauty in your passion and the beauty of following your passion. And again, I really wouldn't stifle them right now. I know that could be a temptation at this time is to stifle those passions, but I think it's a really good time to let those passions out and share it with other people. All right. Next, we go to the area of our past, and it's usually the recent past. And here we have the Three of Tyne. So the Three of Tyne, this is a card of community, but it's also it's a card of community, a card of togetherness, and it can also be a card of celebration and abundance. So I do feel like community has been a big thing for the deer, or it has what, blah, blah, excuse me. Community has been a big thing for the deer. Uh, you know, uh, they've tried to be very, very, um, particular about the people that they surround themselves with. And again, I feel like, hmm, again, Mm. It's with dear people again, they can be very alert to things. So community can be hard for them because they can sense things in other people even when they're not spoken. So again, You know what? I'm going to pull a uh, another card to clarify before I go any further with this Three of Cups. So with the Three of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So a new beginning. So in the past, I kind of, and I was wondering, and that's why I wanted to clarify. So as far as community is concerned, I feel like the community around the deer has been shifting. It's been changing a little bit. And again, for some, this could mean that some friendships or relationships have kind of um, you know, fallen away a little bit. But again, I feel like there is a reason for that, and the reason for that is this new beginning. The Ace of Pentacles there. The aces usually represent new beginnings and a gift from Spirit. And this is with the Ace of Pentacles, it would be a prosperous new beginning. So I feel like, again, some of our community may have fallen away from us recently, but this has only happened in order to allow new community to come in for us. So I do feel like we could be meeting a lot of the deer could be meeting new people in the month of March. And again, it could be kind of forming a new community around yourself that's going to be very prosperous for you, as well as those other people. Next, we go to the area of the very near future. And here we have the Eight of Time, which would be the Eight of Wands. So this is a card of movement that, again, it's very fast moving energy. It's gusto, it's excitement, so I feel like in the very near future, things are going to start moving very fast for the deer. And I don't know about any of the other deer out there, but I do know for myself as a deer, the last couple months it seemed to have been moving. Things have been moving very slow. Some deer may have even felt um, like a little bit of a stuck energy over the last couple months, which again kind of makes sense because like the deer energy is a very spring energy, and we've been in winter time. So um, I think a lot of the deer have been feeling a little bit of that, perhaps, like I said, stuckness, or just not moving forward, especially as quickly as they would like. Deer people tend to be very fast-moving people, so when things are slow, um, you know, we get antsy, you know. But I feel like with this Eight of Wands in the very near future that things are actually going to be picking up. Things are going to actually start moving faster again, more at the pace that deer people like it. But let's clarify that Eight of Time. But with the Eight of Time, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is a card of victory. So this fast-moving energy that we're about to experience here in the near future, I feel like is going to lead us to a pretty big victory. So again, I feel a lot of victory ahead for um, the deer. And again, the Six of Wands too. It's not only just a victory. Sometimes it's a victory that is recognized. So also make sure that you celebrate the victories that come in for you this month. But also, I would say I wouldn't be surprised if you get a few pats on the back from other people as well. Next, we go to the area of the next few months. And here we have the crane bag. And the crane bag, this is a card of protection. It says that there is protection being offered to you over the next few months. But what it does say that it's kind of saying like the protection is kind of conditional. It says that there are some behaviors, some routines or behaviors or things that you do on a daily basis um, that you need to be willing to change, that you need to be willing to alter in order for this protection to be there for you. But let's clarify this crane bag. with the crane bag, we have the moon. So the moon, this can be a card of mystery. And a card of, it can also be a card of illusion. So I'm actually going to say that whatever the behavior is that Spirit is saying needs to change, um, it's probably something that you try to justify to yourself. It's probably something that um, you've created this illusion to make yourself think that this is something that is good for you, or again, it could be something that is just been there all the time. But the moon is leading you down a path. It's leading you down a new path. So again, it's just saying, the moon does say it could be a little bit uncomfortable, because you could walk through a little bit of darkness, right? Because we have to kind of look at the behaviors that aren't helpful to us. So the moon is going to shine a light on those things over the next few months, those behaviors that are not helpful to us, so that we have the opportunity to let go of those things, and accept the protection that Spirit is offering us at this time. I love it. All right, next we go to the area of our closest relationships. And here we have the Banshee Crone, which is the devil. So that is the devil twice in this reading. So and again, you also had that Three of Cups, that community. So, and this is talking about your closest relationships right now. So I would be careful about any of your relationships that where you have somebody who maybe um, is always trying to talk you out of what you are doing, always trying to bring you down a little bit, or, take the wind out of your sails. Have you ever, had somebody, a friend or whatever, who, when you go and you talk to them and you're all excited about something and they go, yeah, well, but, and then they give you some sort of like negative, a list of negative things on why that won't work. This is kind of the energy I'm feeling in the area of your closest relationships, is that you could have a bit of a naysayer in your closest relationships. And again, somebody who tries to tempt you, um, again, back into not sharing your passion, like we talked about. That first devil showed up with the Page of Wands, which I said, could say that some of us kind of try to hide our passion and not share those things. So you could have somebody who's trying to kind of put you back in that box this month. But let's go ahead and clarify that Banshee Crone energy. So with the Banshee Crone, we have the Six of Wands, and the Six of Wands is a card of moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like if you do have a person like that I just spoke about in your life like that, I kind of feel like you are going to be um, possibly walking away from this person or these people, and moving on to something that is calmer for you, that gives you a little bit more peace of mind. And again, yeah, I just feel like you're getting away from this negative, perhaps even toxic energy. Next, we go to the area of our hopes and fears. And here we have the Judgment card. And the Judgment card, this is a card of um, having an awakening. It's not actually about like judgment, as in being judged. This is a card of awakening to something new. So again, like I feel like a lot of us, especially after with that devil energy and moving on to calmer shores, I feel like we are waking up. Some of us, dear, are going to be waking up to perhaps a new idea about what we want our community to look like, the people that we want to surround us, uh, the people that we want surrounding us. I think we're kind of going to be leaving this old, like I said, the old toxic energy, the old hiding energy. I think this is all energy that we are leaving behind us, and we are waking up to, an entirely new way of being. But let's clarify that judgment card. So with the judgment card, we have the Hermit. So the Hermit, this can be a card of wisdom, and that's really what I am feeling from this card at this time, especially with that judgment card. We have gained a lot of wisdom. Even though the experience that we may have had that with this person, this devil energy, it may not have been a great a good experience for us. But it is in the fact that you probably gained a lot of wisdom, and a lot of lessons through this situation. And again, this is part of what is allowing you to have this awakening to decide that you want things to be different and that you want to shine your light differently. And lastly, here we go to the outcome. And here we have the Six of Ulysses, or the Six of Cups. So this is a card. I mean, it can be a card of nostalgia, but really what I'm feeling with it is that childlike energy with the Six of Cups, or the Six of Ulysses. Again, in the outcome this month, I think it's just kind of saying, like, again, dear people tend to be naturally young at heart. And we're playful and we like to have fun and get creative and stuff like that. And so I really think that this Six of Cups showing up in the outcome position is really just saying that no matter what happens this month, just maintain that, that dear energy, that childlike energy, and don't let any of these things bring you down. Don't lose, the ability to see the beauty in everything around you. But let's clarify that Six of Cups. So, with that, we have the Page of Swords. And this is a card of curiosity. So, again, I would definitely this month tap into that inner child, tap into that curiosity, and really go out and, like I said, experience life, have some fun. Don't worry about the naysayers. Let those things go. And again, tap into that deer energy this month, and get creative. The deer are also great communicators, and again, this could be great for you going out and meeting new people. Like I said, moving on to those calmer shores and creating that community around you. All right, now we will draw the three main themes for the month of March for the deer. And here we have the full moon, surrender to the divine. Yes, definitely surrender to the divine. Trust your instincts. Deer are intuitive by nature. So don't forget, especially as far as whatever this devil energy is, really trust your intuition on that. And yeah, don't go against your intuition. Trust it. Next, we have the new moon eclipse. Expect powerful changes. And again, I would expect some powerful changes, especially with that judgment card, that awakening. Like I really think that, the deer. You also had that Weaver goddess, the completion, the end of a cycle. So I do think that things are really, really changing. And again, you also had that. Um, Eight of Time, the Eight of Wands, which again, that fast moving energy. So I would definitely expect some powerful changes coming for you in the month of March. And the new moon in Capricorn says your hard work is paying off. So yes, your hard work is paying off. And again, we talked about that with the Ten of Wands, about how that's an achievement, how it's a harvest and abundance that you are bringing in. So, and again, also with that stuck energy. that I was talking about too, or feeling like we were in that stuck energy recently. Um, I know myself too, you know, you're working on things, but you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. But this card is just saying you are getting somewhere and you're about to see it. And again, once you see it, it's going to start going very, very fast. So, great reading, dear. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. I love and appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.